The Voice of the World, Writings of Sir Thomas Browne. This is a Folio Society edition. It's a hardback. It comes with a slipcase. It might look as though the slipcase is sort of fading or something, but that's actually, I believe, the way that it's supposed to look. It's supposed to have this sort of fade to it. And the reason I believe that is because the top of the pages have the same kind of, see how it sort of fades? It sort of looks as if it's hand done. On the other hand, I never really know, because maybe it looked different when it was new, and I'm not sure. Okay, so it's a Folio Society edition, as I mentioned. Comes with a slipcover. It has Smith-sewn binding, so it's a nice, good binding, as all Folio Society books are. This one has these marbled paper sides with a, feels like a buckram spine with a gold lettering. The Voice of the World. Selected Writings of Sir Thomas Browne. Thomas Browne was a thinker, an intellectual, a doctor in the 1600s. And he had a massive library, at least for the time and place, and he had, he wrote some books and tracts and things that got him some attention. And this is a collection of some of those. Here are the end papers. This sort of, again, kind of brown. No fading here. This is just paper. And there are illustrations or images throughout. They are images from his library. And this is indicative of the rest of them. It's not packed with illustrations, and they're not, they're not written, they're not put on any kind of special paper, or, they don't have any kind of special color or anything to them. So let's look at the table of contents to get an idea of which writings are in here. There's a helpful introduction and preface to give you some idea, to set the scene for you. That's it. So as for me personally, I really wanted to love this. I really wanted to get into the mind, this guy from the 1600s and what he wrote about and thought about. I love recognizing the similarities between people from a long time ago and today. I have had a really hard time trying to get into this guy's writing. Maybe it's that he was writing about things that don't interest me that much, but then sometimes he does. I mean, sometimes it's, the death of a friend or something like that. Just a personal letter. Book The Garden of Cyrus. That Vulcan gave arrows unto Apollo and Diana the 4th day after their nativities, according to the Gentile theology, may pause for no blind apprehension of the creation of the sun and moon in the work of the 4th day, when the diffused light. Yep. Maybe you love it. That doesn't do it for me. So there are helpful comments on the side there to help orient you to what you're reading. I just haven't been able to love this book. And it sits on my shelf, and it says, "You're not good enough." Every time I look at this book, I go, yeah, should I try reading that? Like, should I get in there again? But I don't. So this was a bit of a failure, this book, for me. And I suppose what I should do is find someone who loves it and find out what they loved about it and which bits, and then try to dip into those bits. Okay, so it's The Voice of the World, Selected Writings of Sir Thomas Browne, published by the Folio Society.